Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today we have Adrian Degenaar with us. He is a lifelong student. So welcome to the show, Adrian.
Hi, thanks.
Of course, man. Thanks for joining us. We'll dive into the first one. The first question I have for you, Adrian, is what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
Well, I'd say now because I'm 35 and I've just finished studying software engineering. So it's never too late to do anything.
And oops, sorry, go ahead.
No, carry on. No, it's never too late to do anything. I'm 35 now and I've just literally finished studying software engineering.
Yeah, I think that is actually big. Like 35, I think some people think that's like old, and it's like, nah, man,
yeah.
Like that's like still young, you know?
No ways. You're never too old to do anything, eh?
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, I was IT support for 12 years before I jumped over to the software development environment.
Got it. Well, so I'm excited then to hear about what you learned. So what's the most valuable piece of information that we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
I'd say watch out, Africa's coming, eh?
Watch out, Africa's coming? Dive in a little more. What do you mean?
Yes, because I've been part of a business incubator, the things that I see that are coming through Africa are amazing. Eh? The guys that are trying different things to get out there and everything like that. Like me, for instance, I'm working on a mobile payment system for the informal sector. So the people that live in the informal locations, you know, the townships and everything like that.
Got it.
So I'm trying to make it so it's easy for them to use. Then there's a whole lot of other things, guys, monitoring farms from satellites, things like that. Eh?
Got it. And what is your best piece of overall business advice? So not necessarily industry specific.
Don't give up. Even if you get a no, there's another way. I get 5-6 no's a day and it still doesn't stop me. Eh? I still get what I need done.
Yes. And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
I'd probably say just keep doing what you're doing, because if I changed anything, I probably wouldn't be where I am today.
I like that answer. In your opinion, what's the key to happiness?
Well, for me, I try to surround myself with my loved ones, my family and all of that, and then just do what you're passionate about. There's nothing worse than going to work and grinding at what you really don't want to do.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
Sure, there's lots of those, but I'd have to say Masters of Doom, about the guys that started ID Software. To me, like when they created Doom and released it, they literally went from a nothing a month company to over $1 million a month company. So you really don't know where things can come from. Just keep asking questions.
And what is your favorite quote and why?
My favorite quote is from Albert Einstein. He says, it's not that I'm smarter than everybody else. It's just I spend longer on a problem. And to me, that's exactly everything. I mean, I don't let no's stop me. I get up and I go and do what I need to do. I don't wait around for other people or anything. You see?
I agree with that wholeheartedly. And thank you so much for coming on, man. The last question that I have for you before we let you go is, where is the best place for people to find and or connect with you online?
LinkedIn is the best, eh?
Got it.
I'm only on LinkedIn pretty much.
Beautiful. So I love LinkedIn too, man.
To me, I don't like Facebook purely because of Mark Zuckerberg. I think he's the most unethical person on this planet.
Well, maybe tell us why. Actually, that might make this episode even more fun. So tell us a little bit why.
Well, pretty much anything you put on Facebook, Facebook owns. So it's no longer yours. Second of all, he can use it whatever he wants, and then there was that whole saga where they leaked everybody's information. To me, that should have been something that should have been prevented, not even put out before it happened. Once it had happened, you see.
Yep.
People's personal data are their personal data. You can't play around with their data like that. Things can happen.
I understand. Yeah, I do. Thank you for sharing that, and we will talk with you soon, brother. Thanks again.
Perfect. Thanks. This was awesome.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.